So finally I can say that in this retaining wall, whose length is 15 meter, 36.562 cubic meter concrete will be used, right? Hello smart civil engineers, I'm Engineer Masroor and you are watching Engineering Network YouTube channel. I'm back with another important topic. So in today's video, our topic is how to calculate the quantity or volume of concrete in retaining wall. Now basically retaining wall has two components. One is the base slab of the retaining wall and the second is the stem of the retaining wall, right? Now if you want to calculate the volume of concrete in counterfort retaining wall, then you only need to follow the same method that I am going to show you in this video. So kindly watch the complete video. Now in this video, first I am actually going to find out the volume of base slab and then I will find out the volume of stem. And after that, I will add both these volumes in order to find out the total quantity or volume of concrete in retaining wall. Okay? So before I start this video, if you find this video informative, then please like this video, share it with your friends. And if you are new to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button and also make sure to press the bell icon for more civil engineering videos. So let's start. Okay, so our topic is how to calculate the volume of concrete in retaining wall. Now as you can see, this is the plan of the retaining wall. Okay, and if you look at this plan, you will see that this retaining wall is basically consists of two parts. First part is the base slab of this retaining wall. As you can see here, this rectangular shape is basically the base slab of the retaining wall, and its main function is it supports the retaining wall and play the role of footing. Okay, and the second part is the stem of this retaining wall. As you can see here, this vertical member is called the stem of the retaining wall. Okay, now apart from this, I have two other things as well which I want to explain it here. So the first thing is at the junction of base slab and stem of this retaining wall, which is called key. Now the function of this key is it makes sure the base slab and stem of the retaining wall do not move from each other. Or in simple words, the key of this retaining wall provides the connection between base slab and stem of the retaining wall. Okay? The second thing is you will see in the stem of the retaining wall, which is called the construction joint. Now the function of this construction joint here in the retaining wall is it increases the strength of the stem because mostly the height of stem is 6 meter or more than 6 meter. So for such height, we provide construction joint in the middle of the stem. Okay? So these are the technical terms in the retaining wall that are commonly used. Now let's discuss the dimensions of this retaining wall. So as you can see, the width of the base slab is 1.5 meter. Length of the retaining wall is 15 meter. The bottom width of the stem is 0.5 meter and the top width of the stem is 0.225 meter. And also the height of the stem is 6 meter and the height or thickness of the base slab is 0.175 meter. Okay, so this is the simple and brief description of this retaining wall. Now basically I will calculate the quantity of this retaining wall in 3 steps. So in first step, I will find out the volume of concrete in base slab of the retaining wall. Okay? In the step 2, I will calculate the volume of concrete in stem of the retaining wall. And in the step 3, I will add both the volumes of base slab and stem in order to find out the total volume of concrete in retaining wall. Okay? So the volume of concrete in retaining wall is equal to volume of base slab plus volume of stem. And let's name this as equation 1. So first let's find out the volume of base slab. So the volume of base slab is equal to length into width into height because it is in rectangular shape. Here the length of the base slab or the length of the retaining wall is 15 meter. Width of the base slab is 1.5 meter and thickness of base slab is 0.175 meter. Okay? So the volume of base slab is equal to 15 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 0.175. And the volume of concrete in base slab will become 3.937 cubic meter. Okay. Next is I have to find out the volume of concrete in stem of this retaining wall. Now if you look at this retaining wall from one side, you will find this retaining wall just like this. Okay. And here this is the base slab and this is the stem of the retaining wall. Now if you look at the shape of the stem, it is basically in trapezoidal shape, right? So here the question is how to calculate the volume of trapezoidal shape, or what is the formula of volume for the trapezoidal shape. Okay? So the formula for the volume of trapezoidal shape is equal to area of trapezoid multiplied by length. Now the area of trapezoid is equal to A plus B divided by 2 and multiply by height. Okay. Here A is the top width of the stem which is 0.225 meter. B is the bottom width of the stem which is 0.5 meter. H is the height of stem which is 6 meter. Right? And also the length of the stem or the length of the retaining wall is 15 meter. So the volume of concrete in stem of this retaining wall is equal to 0.225 plus 0.5 divided by 2 and multiply by 6 multiply by 15. Okay? And after calculations, the volume of stem will become 32.625 cubic meter. Okay. Now I have the volume of concrete in base slab and also I have the volume of concrete in stem as well. Okay. So now I can easily find out the total volume of this retaining wall. So the volume of retaining wall is equal to 3.937 cubic meter, which is the volume of concrete in base slab, plus 32.625 cubic meter, which is the volume of concrete in stem of this retaining wall, right? And after adding both these volumes, I will get the total volume of concrete in this retaining wall, which is equal to 36.562 cubic meter. Okay? So finally, I can say that in this retaining wall, whose length is 15 meters, so this is how you can easily find out the volume of concrete in a retaining wall. Now you can use this method for the quantity calculation of any type of retaining wall. So I hope you will find this video informative and interesting. So at the end of this video, I have only one request from you guys. If you find this video informative, then please like this video, share it with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button. And also make sure that you press the small bell icon as well, so that you will never miss a notification whenever I upload a new video. See you in the next video.